Hello guys, welcome to the JavaScript tutorial, and today we'll discuss about ShallowCopy and DeepCopy. So what is DeepCopy and ShallowCopy? A DeepCopy means that all the value of the variable copied to the new variable and it will be disconnected from the reference of the original variable. Yeah, so now we'll just try to understand from the diagram how the DeepCopy behaves. The original value and this is the copied value. The original value is pointing to the A and the copied value is pointing to the B. That means they are pointing to different reference of the memory, right? So now we'll discuss about the ShallowCopy. The ShallowCopy means all the value of the original variable will be copied to the new variable and the certain value are still connected with the original variable. Now we want to understand the ShallowCopy from this diagram. We can see the original variable is pointing to this A and the copied variable also pointing to the A. That means they are sharing the same memory location. But whenever we see the deep copy, that means they are sharing the different memory location. That's why they are pointing different reference. But for the select copy, they are pointing the same reference object. Now we can understand with some examples. Let object 1, I am giving name Avi, giving age, and I'm giving address, where I'm giving the pin code. Now, if I'll do object to simply if I'll just assign this object 1 and we can see what happens here. Object 1 dot object 2 node. We can see the object 1 and the object 2, they have the same value. Now if I'll do some changes, object 2 dot name like Sachin. Let's see what happens. Whenever I have tried to change the name of object 2, the value of the object 1 name also be changed to Sachin. So if I'll do some changes like object 2 dot address dot pin code, I'm giving 5012 this. Then let's see what happened here. In here also you can see in the nested object also if you do some changes, then also it will reflect into the object 1. We can use the spread operator for the shallow copy, like let object 2 equals to dot 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 then the object 1. Now if I'll do the change the name of object 2 to Sachin, let's see what happens. Okay, you can see this is the object 1 and this is the object 2, right? So in here I've done the changes the name of object 2 to Sachin, but you can see the name of the object 1 still Avi. That means the object 2 name is not reflecting in the object 1 name. But if I do some changes in the nested object, then what happens? If we do some changes in the nested object like address then pin code, then you can see it has been reflected in the original object also. So with the spread operator, we can create the seller copy. To create a deep copy, we can use json.stringify. It is enough to provide deep copy, but there is a catch. If we use a function inside an object, then it will not able to justify the deep copy. I'll show you with the examples. So let's see the result. So you can see the value of this object one is not be changed, neither the name nor the pin code, because I have tried to change the name and the pin code of object 2. So as per the ShallowCopy, it should reflect either the name or the pin code. But in here we can see when I done the JSON.stringify, then the name and pin code also will not reflected in the object 1. That means when you created the object 2 by using JSON.stringify, it is creating the deep copy. मतलब object 1 का reference object 2 के अंदर नहीं जा रहा है, और जब हम लोग इसे सेलो कॉपी में यूज कर रहे थे, ऑब्जेक्ट वन का रेफरेंस ऑब्जेक्ट टू के अंदर स्टोर हो रहा था। हम लोग ऑब्जेक्ट टू कुछ भी चेंज करेंगे तो ऑब्जेक्ट वन ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज होगा, दे आर शेयरिंग द सेम रेफरेंस। बट डीप कॉपी में क्या होता है, उस लोग का रेफरेंस थोड़ा डिफरेंट होते हैं, सेम नहीं होते। दैट्स व्हाई जब हम लोग इसमें चेंज किए पिन कोड एंड नेम, द थिंग्स आर नॉट बीन चेंज्ड। बट इफ आई यूज अ फंक्शन, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? फंक्शन, see the first original object one, it has the get name function, but whenever we are doing the JSON stringify then JSON parse, the get name function is not present here. That means we are not able to justify the deep copy when we are using the function inside the object. To achieve the deep copy, there is a third party library called load-s. From there we can use a method clone diff, and with that method we can just create the deep copy. और एक method है, we can just discuss that, structured clone. Structured clone क्या होता है? Basically whenever we use something like okay map or set, then we can see with the JSON.stringify also it will be not working out. If I'll create an example with map equals to new map, then map dot set 0 dot 1 1 to 2 2 to 3. Now I'm just sending data equals to map. So okay, if I'll do the stringify and all those stuff, then we can see what happens here. See in here we can see the data with the map, but in the copied object, like in the object 2, we see the empty object which is assigned to the data. That means it's not properly copied. Instead of this, we can use let object 2 equals to structure clone, then this object 1. Then if I'll do some changes such in this and this data also there map, let's see what happens. So now you can see the map also be is reflected into the object 2. So that means for the map set, uh, for those things we can use the structure clone, or for the nested object also we can use the structure clone. But easy way, like whenever the interviewer will ask like how can we create the deep copy, we can say we can use the JSON.stringify. But whenever they will go into the deep, we can say okay we can use the structure clone. But if they say no, I don't want a proper answer, then we can say that we can use the loadest the third party library, and we can call the deep clone method to create the deep copy. Okay, so that's all for the deep copy and the ShallowCopy. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel. We'll meet you in the next session.